Microphone checker, what? 1, 2 checker. And I gotta get me a far away camera. Far away. What time is it? Oh, I'm tripping, man. Why did I think it was man, I'm bugging. Yo, what up? What up? What up? Somebody let me know if you can hear me real fast. Let me know if you can hear me. Put it in the chat. K Money, what up? L Boogie, where you been? I ain't seen you these last couple days. Where you been at? Manifesting Bliss, what's up? Manifesting Bliss, I was late on Sunday, man. I was 30 minutes late for Sunday's class, man. We got to touch base. We be on this Sunday for sure because we got some new people coming in. You know what I mean? Got some new people. Phil, what up? What's going on? Hurry up, run the likes up real fast. Ken Bailey, what up? What up? What up? Cause listen, man, I ain't really with all that nighttime conversation. I be sleepy. I'm an old dude. I go to sleep, man. I be sleepy. Go ahead. Good. We got some updates. Oh shoot. Let me find out. We got some leads in there. The mom's birthday is the 7th. And your birthday is the 19th. Dope. 12 days apart. 12 degrees of separation. That's what's up. That's what's up. Everybody click the thumbs up button. I'm gonna make this fast. Hold on, I just want to get this flavor in my mouth. I'm gonna take this gum out. I actually need to get some water. Nikki Love, what up? Nice to see you again. Some of y'all, we was just on last night. I told you I'd come right back. But I need to fill in this time gap because at 3 o'clock I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna go grab me some vegan, plant-based food. Make some more tacos because I got some blue corn taco shells left. So I'm gonna make that real fast. And then I'm gonna try my hand at a vegan chili. That's gonna be the bomb. That's gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna do that. I got rent to collect today. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me get a bottle of water. Run the lights up. We're gonna have a real interesting conversation real fast. Yeah. I'll be right back. Find out. All right, man. So everybody at work, so everybody can't participate, right? But they'll catch it later. All right. So what's the subject matter? The subject was cosmic ascension the divine feminine is first. So big shout out to my comrade, my partner, man. I call him Just Blaze because he's the avid participant and really a person that's on the journey. And he's always been fascinated, obsessed, and I'm even amazed at his ability and his understanding and his perception of the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life. And so I used to teach Tree of Life classes, Hebrew classes and stuff many moons ago. And there is a cosmic order, a diagram to things. I'm not going to get into it because you would have to visually see it to understand it. But when you look upon it, I noticed that I'm not going to say it's an error, but I need things to match. Everything needs to match. So for example, if you Google image Kabbalah Tree of Life and look at the image of what the Tree of Life looks like, majority, really all of them, are going to tell you that the left side is the feminine side. And that's because the left side of your body is considered to be the feminine side. But when you look at the actual tree in of itself, you have the planet Saturn over there. You have the planet Mars over there. And it's nothing feminine about those planets at all. Okay. So to a degree, I'm going to kind of draw what the Tree of Life looks like on a piece of paper for you. Okay. 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 All right. So it looks like this. That's what the Tree of Life looks like. And what I'm saying is, when you look at the paper, I don't know how it appears on your side, they're considering this and this, these two spheres, or this whole side right here, to be the feminine side. And this is not feminine. Saturn is father time. Mars, without a shadow of a doubt, has absolutely no concept and aspect of femininity where you understand the cosmic order in which we live. Understand what I'm saying? And so that it don't work. And so the truth of the matter is, it works when this is my right-hand side and I'm standing behind it. And now this energy is on the right-hand side versus it being like this and I'm staring at it. I hope you can understand that. And so I said, oh, that's how it really is meant to be. It's kind of like the Tree of Life is behind you or you're behind it, not it looking back at you like this. You understand what I'm saying? And so I had to put I just had to put the cosmic order to it. Okay. So when you understand that you are on the planet Earth, okay, and you start looking into a solar system diagram of your solar system reality, and you look at the orbital tracks around the sun, okay, then if we were to try to leave and journey towards the light of the sun, we must first pass the sphere of what? What orbital track is the closest one to us? What planet as an external body could possibly hit us on our journey to the sun? Give me an answer. Let me see where you at cosmically. Give me some answers. Talk black to me. Ain't they used to say that? Talk black to me. People, I want to hear from you. Right? If you were to leave the Earth, what planet, what external body out there are you likely to run into first? Ain't it likely, you will run into it. Right? What planet's going to touch you first? What planet are you going to touch first? Put it in the chat for me. Because see, this is about cosmic consciousness. Y'all going to put me in my bag. If we're going to do this shit, let's do this shit. Let's do it. Okay? Like nah, let's really do it. Because what I put out today, boy, it's going to take at least, like, see, I'm going to tell you one thing, right? I see y'all saying it. Keep on going, right? I'm going to tell you something. To really understand and grasp this shit and to embody this shit, you got to be a lifelong student of it. And for me, I'm really getting to that point, which I always knew, that we got to go ahead and just grab a house, preferably out in the countryside somewhere, and come and bump stand for a weekend, stay for a year. Okay? Now, y'all saying that it's Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, right? Okay? No. The moon. The moon is the closest external body that is closest to the Earth, yes? Would you agree with that? Let me know. I need all of you who said something different just to understand it, because understanding is important. If you don't understand something, you can get lost right there, and then as the conversation progresses, you may not even really follow along because you got lost, okay? So it's very important to understand. The moon is the first planetary sphere from the Earth reality. Interesting, because on the tree of life, okay, on the tree of life, at the bottom, this is the Earth, and then this is the moon, okay? This is the moon. Very interesting, okay? Also on the tree of life, we start to get to Mercury, Venus, okay? So now, the moon, as you're going towards the light, you have to deal with the sphere of the moon. After you leave the sphere of the moon, what is the next neighboring planet going towards the sun? Okay? Going towards the sun, what planet will we run into next? Talk to me. We Sanchia Divine. What's up? There you go, Sankofa John. Venus. Okay? And then we will go to Mercury. I'm going to stop right there. When you leave the Earth and you journey towards the light, you must first deal with the orbital energy of Diana, which is the moon. Then there's Venus, which Venus is known for females, beauty. This is the goddess, right? Of called the goddess of Friday, in a sense, right? What's her name in the Greek when you're dealing with Venus? Shit, how the hell that's slipping me? But anyways, the goddess of it's female energy. Okay, so you're dealing with the feminine energy first. This is why I said the title of this is Cosmic Ascension. The divine feminine is first. Okay, the divine feminine is first. And so now, what you really Aphrodite, there you go. That's what I was looking for. What we're looking for is, or what we have to get to is, what is the divine feminine? Men, this don't exclude us. It dawned on me that, because yesterday we was having a conversation, I was talking about the pimps, right? The pimps, the certain style pimp, and I'll pick two of them, Snoop Dogg and Drew Down from Oakland. Why am I picking them? Because these are two people who put curls in their hair and have what we perceive to be in the culture feminine hairstyles. Snoop Dogg goes extra and he'd get a French manicure with the motherfucking white tips and he'd wear a bonnet and some rollers. In a minute, Snoop Dogg is definitely in tune with his inner feminine because he wears feminine hairstyles and feminine nail styles and he do feminine shit. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing away from his sexuality. In fact, let the record be straight. We never known Snoop Dogg to be a homosexual. He's in love with the feminine. So then he starts to personify the feminine. You understand what I'm saying? But within the culture, it's known as bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And, not to say that ain't true, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at this and I said, oh, wow. To a degree, there's, as a man, how do you come in tune with the feminine within? And if you have let's just say some sort of mental chemical imbalance, then it's Prince's perfect fucking example. Perfect example. But Prince was always around women, right? If you're imbalanced, then that will come off as bitches, sell your twat, let me take the money from you. It'll come off aggressive, but you running around here with, finger waves and curls and shit, you know what I'm saying? Getting your manicure done and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you doing some feminine shit because you're clearly attracted to the feminine, but your ways is feminine in some senses. And what happens is, or needs to happen is, you need to unlock and tap into what we would call the divine aspect of it. What up, Drew? I'm on this live. What's good? YouTube? Yeah. Okay. All right. And so you need to tap into it. Okay. So when we look at ascending into cosmic consciousness off the earth plane, in a sense that we have to integrate the energies. Remember, when you understand the diagram, y'all, I'm about to go back to the drawing board on y'all. Like all these energies from the heavens is raining down, look like it's raining down into the earth in a sense. So earth is interesting because this is a place with fire, volcanoes, oxygen, air, you die without it, water, nourishment, the majority of the body, and then earthly things such as, dirt, mountains, things of that nature. So this is the place where everything goes when it comes to hoes, because pimping ain't easy. No, right? So anyway, everything goes in this reality, okay? Everything is here on earth. Malkuth, known as the kingdom. Everything's here, okay? All right. Now, since everything is here, all right, let's just say we want to ascend out into the cosmos. This is an easy diagram to understand. We have to go past the lunar sphere, the Venetian sphere, and then the Mercury sphere before we get to the sun. The sun is masculine, but we're not going to go there yet. And we're just going to deal with this feminine sphere. It's a double feminine energy because the moon's first, that's female. And then Venus is next, which is female. And then there's Mercury. And these three, before you get to the sun, creates what I'll call stage one, or the divine feminine cosmic sphere. If that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? What up, Mike? What up, King Simon? What's good? So this creates the divine feminine sphere. So what are you here to understand? So me and Just, we busting it up this morning. I'm showing him pictures of the board and shit. You know what I'm saying? We working it. And I said, Just, if a man don't understand, if a man is married, one, two, got a girlfriend, but if you married, right? And you, what I mean by that is you got you a girl, you got you a woman, the regular, and you don't know when she come on her menstrual cycle, then that nigga's stupid. I just gotta call it for what it is. Because what is Mercury? Mercury is the intellect, working knowledge, communication, learning, Okay? So now we got to learn about the feminine. Ladies, if you don't know when your moon cycle come on, you don't know what position the moon is in, you come on your cycle and you be like, oh yeah, I come on at the end of the month. You just noticed that you come on the end of the month. I guarantee your ass in a couple, like this shit progresses. If you come on your period when the moon is in the same constellation. So if I say when you come on your period, I don't give a fuck about the 13th or the 15th and the 27th. That's irrelevant on a month-to-month basis because you may come when your cycle, the moon, is in this particular constellation. So then she has to get in tune with the cosmic mirror of her. And since this has everything to do with her reproduction cycle as a man, you don't know when your sperm can be fertilized based off her cycle, nigga. But that's you ignorant, you dumb. I'm just gonna have to say it. What is you dumb? What Remy Ma saying, right? So you got to get in tune with that. And then you understand the physical components of moon. Moon represents, if you go in the body, it's going to represent the fluids of the body, the fluids. It can also deal with the lymphatic system, technically rules your breast and your stomach, okay? When we give it to Cancer, a zodiac sign that it rules. And then it represents your emotion, in which is your limbic brain number 2. So now what we have to do is journey inside of the skull. Remember, Christ is born at Golgotha, or not born, but was buried at the place of Golgotha, meaning the place of the skull. 34 people in here. Do me a favor, get the likes up to 30, because y'all getting some shit right here. I'm giving you some classic data. And if you really understand it, once you go out and learn the order, you can start to get ready to go to work. This is a journey. Listen, click the likes, man. Like up. I'm gonna do the Kevin Samuels on y'all ass. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna play some boring ass music. But if you came in and chat, you didn't click the like button, man, do me a favor, please. I don't know, it's some shit that YouTube be on. Click the like button for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Click the like button. Oh shit, I got my brother in there. The Imagination Guru. Oh yeah, that's what she said, man. You stupid. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We gotta get up to 30. 2 more. Who holding out on me? Come on, man. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. So man has to know her cycle. She has to know her cycle. Then you have to go in the body. And then you have to deal with the limbic structure, what's called the limbic brain, right? The structures that deal with emotions. So now you're going to have to start getting into this amygdala. You're going to have to start getting into hippocampus. You're going to have to start getting with, my favorite is the thalamus gland, because that, to me, that's the all-seeing eye, because its job is to direct stimuli to the appropriate region of the brain. So to me, if it's like walking into a building and you got the information desk, oh yeah, that's right there. Oh yeah, go over here, there. Everything that's coming into the brain, all besides smell. Smell is interesting. Smell got the motherfucking pass. Smell go through the back door, the employee's interest only. It don't go through the regular door with everybody else. Smell bypasses the goddamn amygdala. But see, women and men, when you wear that smell good shit, that does something to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, so the thalamus gland's job is like the information desk, and it's directing all of the current, the stimuli, the sound, the sight, right? The sound, the sight, the touch, right? It's directing the stimuli to the appropriate region of the brain. That's some dope ass shit. So I fuck with the thalamus gland. The thalamus gland is the all-seeing eye because it sees information. Okay. All right. So now we have to also start studying emotional refraction, meaning our response emotionally to some shit. Okay. Because remember, when we're trying to ascend out into the cosmos, the very first thing we run into is the moon. Now, it is said that the moon has a gravitational pull on all of the waters on the earth. That's what they say. And then the human being, man and woman, is made up majority water. And then the woman always comes on her period when the moon is, could always come on some of them. come on their period when the moon is in this sign. Every single month that happens. And what's beautiful about this shit is what's beautiful about him, man. Y'all, what y'all know about my man C-Mac? Man, I be watching some crazy shit on YouTube, you know, on 55th Street, you know what I'm saying? So everything for him is blue. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, and so when you look at this diagram in this sense, right? You got to tap this lunar. You have to absolutely tap the lunar sphere. You have to. And so now, if the cycle shift, she come on her period when it's Virgo. She come on her period when it's Virgo. She come on her period as Virgo. She come on her period when it's Leo. Oh shit! Wait a minute. How did she come on her period when it was Leo? What happened? This is why you have to pay attention. Is it something that she eat? Like something happened. There was a shift here. You understand what I'm saying? And so to me, that shit is mind-blowing. It is like a real life correspondence. See, again, they told you that the 7 hermetic laws was all is mental. This whole entire shit was mental. Everything. Okay, I get it. My understanding of that shit is even this plastic bottle got electrons and protons in that shit. So therefore, it got intelligence, right? So it's dense, so it may be moving real slow, but nevertheless, there's atoms and shit that's in there. Okay, cool. I can do some shit like burn it, or all plastic got a number on it, and that number is basically a code to tell you what the reaction, the chemical reaction is with the plastic and the water. So when they put the water in the bottle, the whatever number it is, when you get to those dark gray gallon waters, because it's a thicker plastic, you have a less chemical reaction, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe vice versa. But the shit is about chemical reactions, okay? So my point in saying that is, when you're looking at these particular cycles, right, then you want to know, like, okay, what the hell is causing this particular reaction, okay? All right. So the man, you must come in knowledge of her cycle. You got to, which also means for men, you have to journey into your own aspect of feminine aspect, right? Meaning you got to be more in tune and soft with your feelings, okay? So I'll give you an example. I got a buddy. He got a Capricorn moon. And I'm like, hey, bro, you ever take a bath with your wife? And then nigga be like, man, I ain't on that shit. Right? That ain't me, man. I'll wash it back, but that shit ain't me, man. Right? Capricorn moon. Watch this. The moon in Capricorn is considered to be out of pocket because the moon technically likes to be in Cancer, and Capricorn is directly opposite Cancer. So now, if you got a Capricorn moon, and I also would say a Sagittarius moon, these people have more of a cold emotional detachment. That's their disposition. You can't cuddle them up and hug them and shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really like that, provided that they ain't got some other factors going on. But if you got strong independent traits, like you could be a Gemini, Sagittarius, like you may have, got both, you got something going on in both of that on top of the Capricorn moon, the emotional connectivity of the feminine energy ain't your shit. It ain't your thing. So as men within this particular sphere for the cosmic ascension that I'm talking about, you have to learn how to embrace that Prince energy. I ain't telling you to put a perm on and put on high heels and put your booty cheeks out and shit. I think that's a little too far. Prince was a Gemini with an Aquarian moon. You can't mix those two together, even though they get along perfectly, but you can, because it comes off totally ingenious. It was outcast. One's Aquarius, one is Gemini. It's Noble Ampu and Minister Judah priesthood. The combination there is like, it's just crazy. It's the best combination you can get. But it's also a little wacky. I got to admit that shit, right? So it's a little different. Nigga got high heels on with his booty out. And guess what? Nobody, no gangster dislike Prince and ever call him this sissy faggot looking motherfucker. pretty boy, perm hair, roller motherfucking high heels, this faggot ass little Nas ass motherfucker. Why he ain't do that to Prince? In fact, you actually idolize this nigga. And like that nigga was like, whoa, that's Prince. Niggas was wooed by Prince. Am I lying? Niggas, the most gangster ass niggas, Purple Rain, niggas was wooed by Prince. He was wooed. Now you gotta really look at that. Why do you give him a pass and why were you wooed by him? Because the truth of the matter is, inside of you subconsciously, he was speaking to your inner feminine. Okay? Now, niggas, I don't know about y'all. Maybe as a little boy, listen, I ain't saying that as grown ass man, but here's the ultimate test, niggas. And you motherfucking, if you ain't, nigga, you gonna be lying. Here's the ultimate test. You ain't never motherfucking put your dick in between your legs and look, nigga. I'm a motherfucker. As a kid, I done did all kind of weird little shit. I ain't fucking no animals, but I'm just saying, you ain't never put your motherfucking pee between your legs, nigga, and look, nigga. You tell the truth, nigga. Like, tell the motherfucking truth, nigga. Right? So you admired the feminine aspect of Prince. He was an embodiment. Prince was Shiva from the Indian pantheon. You understand what I'm saying? He was motherfucking Shiva. Understand? All right, y'all niggas know I ain't lying, man. Right? We gonna shoot this. We gonna have to talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so you admired that shit. All right, cool. So there's some work that needs to be done in this particular sphere. So now, women, you have to learn how to step into logic. Okay? It's something that's divine here. Listen, man, I'm telling you, I didn't sit here. Again, shout out to Justin, because like when you bring it to me and I start crying, I'm like, okay, here it is, man. This is what it is. Man, in this system, that's all I'm gonna say. In this system, the tree of life, they tell you that, again, y'all can Google image tree of life, okay? I'm gonna give it to you like this, all right? On this system, you got all these paths that's supposed to be connecting to the planets. Hello, everything is going to the center point, which is the sun. Hello, the sun means all the planets are revolving around it. All right? Now, in this system, they also put the 22, because those are 22 paths that I just showed you. They put the 22 major tarot cards on this path. This card goes here. This card goes here. And I'm looking at the diagram in the system that I know to be the correct solar system. Okay, a mirror of the solar system. There's only 9 paths. Okay, what I mean by that, let me see if I can just prove my point. Saturn to Mars, there's no straight line from Saturn to Mars, because Mars to Saturn means Mars has to go past Jupiter to get to Saturn. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is incorrect, because listen, I was sharing this earlier. Bruce Bynum said it, and I also heard someone else say it. The Kabbalah and Zohar somehow advances your consciousness and gets you to a place of enlightenment where you can bypass doing yoga stances and shit and meditation by understanding this cosmic diagram of Kabbalah and the teachings of other shit. Real talk. This was absolutely, I've heard 2 people who are basically spiritual teachers say this shit, okay? I know from experience what Kabbalah has done to me. Because in truth, when I look at it intuitively, this is nothing more. Yeah, it's a solar system diagram, but what it really is, it's a neural network of neurons in your goddamn brain. That's what it really is. Okay? All right. And so we're talking about the first sphere, And I ain't gonna never come on here and because what I'm about to do is I'm about to course this thing up, and we really got to go on a journey. Because if we're gonna do it, then let's do it. I don't even want to play with it. I want to do it for real. And do it for real means you got to eat, breathe, and sleep this shit. Meaning, do you know that Google image a color wheel? You're going to see 12 colors on the outside of the wheel. And then you're going to see 6 colors. And then in the very center of the wheel, you're going to see 3 colors, which are known as the primary colors. So you may see red, yellow, and blue. When red and yellow get together and have sex, they create a baby, which is a secondary color called orange. When red and blue get together and have sex, they create a secondary color called purple. When orange and blue get together and have sex, they create a secondary color in the baby called green. So the 3, when they do a triangle, a menage a trois with each other separately, they create another 3, which are known as the secondary colors. Now, when the secondary color and they start doing incestual acts, a secondary color like orange has sex with red, then you create what's called, I can't pronounce it right, a tertiary color or some shit, and it's going to be like this red-orange color. And those are going to be the 12 colors around the wheel. So the 12 colors around the wheel are symbolic for the 12 zodiac frequencies. But the zodiac frequencies can be condensed down into 3 modalities. All zodiac signs fall in 3 modalities. The cardinal signs who start the season: Aries, right? Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. Then the signs in the middle, the fixed signs, come in the middle of the season. They preserve the energy that was started because they come in dead middle of the season, right? So that's going to be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And then the last 3 of the 3, the mutable signs who come at the end, who are versatile, it's the end of the season and it's about to give way to a new season. So then here come Gemini, like, yeah, I'm at the end of the spring because the person next to me is Cancer, but Cancer starts the summer. So these people are at the end of the season and their energy is more adaptable, as we call it, more versatile, as we call it, can multitask, because they come at the end of the season when the shit is phasing out and they about to hand the baton to a whole nother season. Okay? So the Gemini, the Virgo, the Sag, the Pisces come at the end. So the whole 12 can be condensed down into 3 frequencies. The 3 frequencies of light, which is the Chinese, which is what? The Tao. These 3 figures, which is who? The Migos. Through hip hop. Okay, this is why it came out. It's to kick it like a stir fry. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're talking about the 3 pure ones in the Tao in the Chinese culture. That's the Migos as the personification of this shit. Okay. So anyway, so now the 12 can be condensed down into 3 light frequencies. Your 3 light frequencies is red, yellow, and blue. So now for a month, like right now, we in what, Sag season? Okay. So then we at the end of the season. So therefore we in the blue. Because we at the highest frequency of the season. So we in blue. So when we was doing the cosmic light body class, you would have to wear blue all month to do your practices. So whether you're doing solar meditation in the morning, you in the blue light, because that's where you're at. This shit is for real. This ain't no, like, this ain't, to me, this ain't about, oh yeah, let me do some readings. I got so many people hit me up for readings, man. I turn that, I don't like that. I don't got time for that, man. Because I already know that most of this shit is just more of curiosity. I'm more attracted to doing the goddamn work, right? The work. So for a woman to have to study her menstrual cycle, hello, watch this. Watch how the universe works. You're on Earth, right? And if you want to reach cosmic ascension, right? And because you have planetary spheres going around your sun, right? So let's look at it. Moon, Venus, Mercury, Sun. Now let's go deal with the outer planets, start going outwards. Behind us, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. They declassified Pluto, but cool, declassify it. It's all good. I ain't tripping because Pluto ain't nothing but a higher octave of Mars any goddamn way. So let's just deal with that. That's cool. I can deal with the declassification of it. That's 9 planets, man. How many months do a woman go through her, her thing? Really 10, but 9, right? What did them Egyptian boys tell you? How many gods is in what's called the Ennead? 9 of them. When you understand Masonry, it's called the Supreme 9, that they have like these 9 individuals that's a part of the Grand Council known as the Supreme Council. That's sort of like the Supreme Court judges in a sense over that particular Masonic jurisdiction. This is cosmic phenomenon that's taking place. 10, you can put Pluto in it. 10 is not 1 through 10. 10 is 0 through 9. 0 through 9 makes up 10. That's 10 digits. Because we think 0 is nothing, we always start with the 1. And so we say 1 through 10, but it's really 0 through 9. 0 is the egg and the starting point in which all things come out. Okay? Anyway, if we're going to measure a woman's cycle, well, let's measure her for 9 months then. See, that's a 9-month journey in of itself just to, really get in tune and get the flow down. 9 months, that is 3/4 of a year that we're dealing with that. One particular study. Okay? So this is work. This is really work. Okay? And then, like I was saying, when you condense these signs down into their appropriate color frequency, right? Okay. Well, shit, it takes 1 whole year to make a journey. So for you to tap into the 12 disciples or activate the 12 cranial nerves in your brain, right? Then shit, all month I need to be concentrating on whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You see what I'm saying? That's a journey. That's a year's time. A year's time to be able to properly get into the rhythm of this thing. Okay? So, ladies, the journey for you is starting to understand your emotional response. Men as well. It's both of us. We in this shit together, our emotional response. Right? Because guess what? Guess what? In the system that I'm showing you, honestly, before we go into the masculine side of the sun to go to the next sphere, then it's the masculine, right? When you deal with Mercury and Venus, and I hope y'all really understand this. What I'm saying is Venus and Mercury are the 2 planets, the last 2 planets before we get to the sun. That's a fact. Okay. If you have any idea about the tarot cards ain't nothing more than archetypes of different personality types that that's a reflection of some things that you can experience. That all stems from some shit that's in motion, from thoughts and agreements, and whether consciously or unconsciously. Okay, because even accidents, your ass, something pulled your ass to go where you wanted to go, and you made the decision that you was going to leave and do XYZ at that time. Okay. So when you're dealing with Mercury and Venus, ladies and gentlemen, this is the path of the lovers. Because Venus represents relationships. It's just not feminine, it rules marriages. So the divine feminine path, cosmically speaking, when you're dealing with Moon and you're dealing with Venus, Venus rules relationships, nigga. So there you go inside of the feminine. You ain't excluded from this. So now you're in it as a couple, which is symbolic for the tarot card, the lovers. You understand what I'm saying? So now the individuals and the lovers have to work on the feminine aspect first. Once you're complete with that, now you're ready to move where? To the sun, which now is what? The masculine. And then when you get to the sun, you done already dealt with Moon, Venus, and Mercury. So what's behind the Earth? Mars. Whoa, hold on. Sun and Mars? What is that? That's masculine shit. So that's why I titled this The Divine Feminine is first when you understand the cosmic diagram, and then you get into the masculine aspect. And this is where your fortune comes in at as a couple. Because remember, you unite in the divine feminine. That's where you unite at. That's Venus down there. You unite right there. But your fortune comes when you understand and master the yang. And let me say this, because oftentimes when I'm hearing podcasts and they talk about yang energy, you always hear it. Everybody know how to pay bills and set the schedule and deal with time and go here. And they make it look so goddamn physically robotical, right? Like it's just all physical shit. It's that on the physical, but the spiritual yang energy is about the male directing the current known as the electromagnetic heartbeat within your body. Okay? Now we can take it to a sexual energy as well, and it's directing that current to move through the body to the appropriate organs and glands that you desire. Oh, you got a headache? Okay, maybe you need to bust one. Okay? Woo! Tension gone, energy out. Right? So you can use what they in the Tao, we call it Qing, sexual essence, not Qi. Qi is like energy. Qing. Right? So you can direct this Qing, okay? You can direct it to whatever organ you desire. So masculine energy is about directing and moving the current. If you moving and shaking and doing, moving and grooving out in society doing shit, then it has to apply within the spiritual dynamic of the psychology and inside of man and woman. So masculine energy is all about setting the tone and moving the current within. Okay? That's what that's about. The feminine aspect, we already know what that's about. It's more of the receptive side. Now, I'm going to show you a picture, and I hope this is not offensive. I'm not showing this to you to be offensive. And I want to know how this makes you feel, ladies. Okay? I want to know how this honestly makes you feel. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Ooh, man, I got to get up out of here, man. But we're going to go a little bit overtime because I want to be leaving out. Already, Freddie? Already, Freddie? I'll put it this way. I see that? Got her tied up. Now, I want to know, ladies, how did that make you feel? Talk to me. Because I'm going to tell you the reactions I got. Talk to me. How did that make you feel? See, we going to talk about this shit. We're going to do it. It talked about the divine masculine, but don't worry about what it said. It's more about the image right now. And shit, all right? I want you to it's the image. What do the image invoke? Because pictures evoke feelings. So what do the image evoke in you? And obviously it's a man that's behind her, okay? What do the image evoke? All right, so Sacred Heart is saying, listen, I like that sometimes. Take me over, right? Give me some feedback. Talk black to me. And then you say shit. Come on, goddammit. Talk black to me. K Bunny with the honey, what up? Submission. Okay. Give me some more feedback. Take me over. Submission, royalty, submissive. Talk to me. Why she like that? That is her free will. Okay. What do it make you feel though? Restriction. Whoa, that's interesting. Restriction. Okay. All right. So the purpose of showing that, right? Remember, and that's what I was trying to articulate yesterday. We have to get past for lack of a better word right now, because I'm running out of time. I ain't gonna say past. We have to learn how to evolve our feelings and learn how to classify them. Even the one, it don't mean you have to engage in shit. I want to be very clear. But we cannot afford to have negative storage memory or memory storage inside of our goddamn brain. Because too much of it starts to create stress, and too much of that starts to eat away at the organs. It starts to create disease. And then you fucking will reincarnate down here to attract that thing to get you to deal with it, to get it out your system. The body, we know, is a self-healing organism. It does it by itself. It don't need you to do shit but keep me clean. Just keep me clean, nigga. I got it from here. You cut yourself, don't worry about it, nigga. I'm gonna grow back over it. It's all right. May have a little scar, but I got you. I'm going to work. You ain't telling, hey, blood cells, red ones, I need you to go here and start clotting up some shit. You know, you don't have no idea how this thing works, right? So we're a self-healing organism that is pushing out all toxins. Shout out to your liver. That's what it do, right? You only got one of them too. Some shit you got two, but some things you only got one. So shout out to the liver, okay? Now, we can't afford to have negative memories stored inside of us because the consciousness within is trying to get to the positive side of the pole to be rid of the shit that creates issues. Okay? It don't mean that you won't experience negative, but you got to know how to neutralize, because from a negative, you bring it in a positive and it neutralizes itself out. Okay? I'm talking about don't be stuck on the negative, all right? Because then you go into a negative state, all right? All right. Now, the image is about trust. Being able to totally let yourself go to be in the most vulnerable position of trusting someone. Now, I had read some stats somewhere, and I'm going to paraphrase, but in a nutshell, it said maybe like 60% of women who self-cultivate, who touch themselves for sexual pleasure, there's a high percentage of them, like 60-some% of that actually have an orgasm. Then if she was to have a one-on-one first time encounter with another woman, a certain percentage of that will have an orgasm. And then the first time with a strange man, her percentage of having an orgasm is actually lower than her being with herself and being with another woman. Very interesting. Now, if we can have some adult conversation here, there's a lot of women who don't have orgasms. There's a lot of women who think they can't even squirt. And it has everything to do with the vulnerability of being relaxed and open and letting go to be able to reach that particular point within yourself. And so the text says that when you're dealing with, what is this, a bot inside of here or something? This Greek person. Hold on, I don't understand. I want to put that person in time. I don't understand what they're saying. So anyway, It is said that the sensation for a feminine orgasm of squirting feels very similar to like they have to urinate. I'm just telling you what I've been told by women who know how to do this shit, that I've seen do this shit, that I've even read about doing this shit. Okay? So a woman may feel like, nigga, I'm about to piss on your ass. Ah, that's nasty. I ain't about to piss. So she won't even let herself go enough to get past the point that that's pee. Because that same gland, that little organ that's right there, up in there, that shoots out piss is about to shoot out a different liquid. So therefore, it knows too similar to piss. So there's not enough comfort and relaxation that's there within her own self. So the image actually depicted allowing yourself to be the most vulnerable by relinquishing any aspect of control. So, like Santia pointed out, restrictive, right? But it's to give up control and allow yourself to be. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a journey in of itself, especially for the feminine energy. That's a journey. You understand what I'm saying? That has to be done within, obviously, within self, right? And then as the masculine energy, then it's our job to be able to provide that environment and that practice. Listen, man, boy, this shit will fuck your ego up. Unless you just a freaky motherfucker, right? You don't care. You know what I mean? Because like the male ego is fragile. I know mine is. That shit is fragile because if you start introducing shit, right? You start introducing some shit, like, damn, she get off more on that than she do with me. And the next thing you know, your homeboy, because you having this mental conversation, like, what the fuck, she getting off more on this than she, oh, hell no. What the fuck? I ain't doing it right. This is real shit that happens, right? Anyway, I digress. We're talking about emotional vulnerability and getting ourselves to that point of that. And when we get into emotional vulnerability, can we even have those conversations with anyone? Because remember, it's about freeing up energy, freeing up space within so more can come the new. The how are we going to get to the state of abundance? And I'm not talking about physical wealth, but any form of abundance more in your desired area, an abundant state of love. And I'm really talking about an abundant state of joy, happiness. That's what I'm really talking about. How can we get in that state if we got old shit that we can't even just let out? Right? Now, you have to respect people's space. That's for sure. Because me personally, like right now, I'm not in I'm not in a mode. I'm not in a mode. I'm not in receptive mode right now. My receptive mode is I can be in a position where I can counsel and I can hear and I can listen and I can allow you to pretty much dump your shit on me. Pretty much, right? I'm not in that particular mode right now because I'm not. I'm just not. I'll admit I'm going through my own internal transformation right now with shit. I need to be fucking calling you and throwing up on you, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because I just need to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through my own shit, nigga. Old nigga, about to be 45 years old, nigga. I feel like half my life is over, and I don't know if I'm good enough right now. In comparison to what I know my potential is, I'm just being I'm being heavy on my own self. You understand what I'm saying? And so we gotta respect space. But the point is being able to have that yin yang flow within so we could go. You understand what I'm saying? So we can just be able to go. All right. And so, hey man, that's really it. So the divine feminine is first. Um, I'm not gonna get into because I haven't even laid it all the way out. Like this is a serious study, ladies and gents. Like for real, this is a serious study. This particular study, again, if you gonna journey with the moon, shit. I mean, it's at least a quarter of a year. I think if you just gonna mirror observing cycles like you would have a child month to month to month to month, you can figure the pattern out in two. But if it's erratic, then you got to go longer. So it's like if you come on your period today and the moon is in Sagittarius, I would bet you're probably going to come on again when the moon is in Sagittarius. But if you don't, that's going to be interesting to me because now I have to see like, okay, maybe you a 24-day cycle. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm about to say my girl, my old girl, you know what I'm saying? She was here yesterday in the chat. She was on a 24-day cycle. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't on a 28-day cycle. And it's interesting too, because according to the Hermetic teachings, the 24-day cycle is a masculine cycle, a 28-day cycle is a feminine cycle, and a 33-day cycle is an intellectual cycle. And she was on a masculine cycle. Interesting. But when you single soccer mom that's taking the kid to get his hair cut and his hair done, and you're doing the things that dad would be doing, she didn't picked up, her whole shit didn't change to the fucking masculine side. And this is real shit, man. And this is why my man Cal in here, right? Me and Cal got a property together, and one of the tenants is late. So we didn't get paid for November, right? Because her kids caught COVID, and she's going to apply for Joan and Ray Kroc Salvation Army, who paid her rent last time. And there was a period like she didn't pay us rent for like 2 months, and then going into that third month, the check came in the mail where they paid the back rent, and then they paid the current rent, and then paid 2 months in the future. So being patient paid off and actually got us paid in the future. But here's my point, though. I'm beyond fair because the truth of the matter is I understand and I'm sympathetic too. That's really the shit. I'm sympathetic too. I be seeing, yo, man, women, y'all get stuck with them kids. Dad then motherfucking skeet skirted and he gone. And now he don't pick up, and help you out in a way that he should help you out. And so now you single mommy and you got kids and shit. And now work, kids sick, COVID type shit. Oh shit, you got COVID type shit to rent due. Which I can put you out, but that's gonna fuck with my morality. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna even do that. Not at this particular juncture. You got to exercise all your options of help, and then we figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And so you get stuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, it's just the reality of certain situations. But see, to evolve, one of my tenants right now, right? She like owe me $10 because she was like $10 short and shit. And she was late. She just paid me yesterday. And she was late for November and just paid me yesterday, right? Single mom, 2 kids, but she's in school to be a dental assistant, and she about to finish that up. She's trying. So my job is when I like, oh, how you doing in school? You doing good, man? That's good, man. I'm proud of you. Just to kind of give her some encouragement. One time me and my son was over there and we was power washing in the garage. She got 2 little boys. I'm like, hey man, come here, man. Hey man, power wash this. So I'm kind of putting them to work. You know what the little dude told me? Little dude was like, hey man, can you teach me how to cut grass? Because my dad never taught me how to cut grass. And I just was like, damn. I'm there with my son. I'm like, this shit is real. The divine feminine, when you in tune with it, it's not just about straight business. I don't give a fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of caring that's there. That's the point. So as a man, do you express that you care? The problem that my parents had was this. My dad was the worker bee. Work, provide, that's how he show you how he cared, because obviously his parents was like that with his mama. His mama never drove a car. And, you know, she was in the house and had the kids, and they had a garden in the back. And then, you know, my granddad was the one that worked. They were typical Flintstones, right? So my dad way of showing love is to provide for you. Shit, I'm provide a roof over your head. You ain't got a motherfucking work. You know what I'm saying? That's his way of showing love. But like I told him earlier this year, tell me you love me. I ain't never heard you say you love me. Tell me you love me. Right? And man, the father's way of showing you love you, then he do stuff for you. I know that. And I know you do. I just never heard it. I'm fucking with. I just never heard it, right? Because I didn't got to a point where I'm grown enough to say I never, like, I love you. And so then we was doing something one day, doing some yard work. Man, you remember when you told your cousin that when I get old, that I don't know, that something I wasn't gonna come back or something. And I was processing it, and I was like, damn, he misinterpreted something that I said, and for all these years he held on to that, which possibly stopped him from expressing himself in a positive way. So one time, me and my son went him in. He was changing a light bulb, and he needed me to run the AutoZone to switch the light bulb because he got the wrong light bulb. And he caught himself getting back at me, and he was like, "Tell me you love me." And I love you, man. Let me give you a hug, right? So he had shot it back on me, but it was so obviously it was really a therapeutic moment. So usually from the son to the dad, there was this old stigma coming out of racism, the Jim Crow era, especially. You had to be tough, so the masculine aspect couldn't express feminine qualities. You soft if you cry, you soft if you want to hug and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so you couldn't express the feminine qualities. You know what I'm saying? But we are made both up of male and female polarities inside of our bodies. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have that particular balance. And the masculine has to get in tune with that feminine of compassion and care by expressing. Yes, taking care of things work, but do you express it? So like I'll be fucking with my homie with the cat moon. Do you take a bath with your wife and say, "Hey baby, come here"? Right? It's totally foreign to you, but this whole zodiac wheel, ladies and gentlemen, is full of contradictions. It's shit that flow together and it's shit that don't flow together. You're going to be okay with some things, like for example, taking the bath and things your thing, but to be able to do that and jump in her lane for a minute to serve creates a whole new energy, because she's going to be shocked, amazed, and then that's going to increase heart flow, and that's going to increase fucking vitality in the body. So you do this shit. And plus, when you're in the bathtub, I want to get freaky too, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe get you some sloppy toppy in that joint or something, all right? So anyway, y'all get the point, all right? So listen, man, I'm about to get up out of here because I got to make some moves. Be on the lookout, man. I'll come with something, but I'm telling you what I'm coming with. What I'm battling is this. And I'll backtrack for a minute. I was going to say what my dad, that shit, the way he showed love to his wife, obviously wasn't acceptable, because his wife ended up sleeping with somebody else. Because maybe, and I'm not blaming him, but when you get a void, that void is real. That void, that emptiness, that shit is very real. And you would go into a state where you would possibly do some things that you regret in hindsight 2020, but it was consensual. You wanted to do the shit and you was loving that shit while you was doing that shit. So nigga, stand on that shit and do that shit if that's what you want to do. But anyway, all right. So anyway, I'll work on some things, but what I'm battling with is the path of the householder, meaning you at home. I really want to do this kind of thing where we in a setting and you can come and you can stay for some months and we really can get it in. I'm talking about, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna push the plant-based on you because I'm pushing it on myself. See, I'm at that point in my own evolution where I can't justify eating bloody meat. I can say, nigga, I like it and it's just good, so I'm on some bullshit, but fuck it, I'm fucking this motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck this lamb up tonight, nigga. That's cool. I can do that. But I'm also at a point where that's not suffice for me. I can't justify it no more. So I don't do it. I cut it out. We're in the information age now. When have they ever said, hey man, to get rid of cancer, we need you to eat well done T-bone steaks, and that's gonna get rid of your cancer? That don't happen. There is absolutely no medical remedies that deal with the consumption of meat, but there's encyclopedias days after days to show you that the shit that's growing from the earth is actually medicine for you. It's just a fact. I ain't making this shit up. So since I know this, I know this, that part of my consciousness is saying, nigga, you can't go back. How you gonna justify that and make it okay? I can't justify it and make it okay. I won't justify it. You think I don't want to fuck some salmon up? Nigga, I take the skin off that salmon, make a bomb ass blackened salmon. I'm a grilled fat boy. I'm telling you, I can do meat. Jew used to fuck. Ask Jew. I was the nigga that eat two meats in one side. Everybody get one meat and two sides. I'm vice versa. Give me two meats in one side. That nigga used to always laugh at me and shit because that's how I used to get down. But I'm no longer that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm taking vitality very seriously, the energy very seriously. So for me, changing the frequency of that, because see, that stuff right there responds off of sunlight. So it's responding off of light. You see what I'm saying? And so when you eat something that's alive and not dead, it makes you feel alive and therefore gives you a clearer state of consciousness. I'm going to end with this because it made me think about something. It's just a theory. So you may be in a situation of any sort. I use relationships because a lot of us can adapt. We can identify with the relationship analogy. You in a relationship that you know don't serve you. Logically, you can make sense. You know this shit just don't fucking serve you to your greater good. All thoughts produce a chemical, but you're not in a reality internally where you change your reality because you're still in the situation. Could the food that you eat, because the food produces a chemical, could the food that you eat stop you from when you're thinking about making this change to acquire, whether it's improving your finances, whether it's improving your relationships? Your body those thoughts can't even produce a chemical to get your body to accept it. Could the food you be eating that you know you shouldn't be eating, that you know without a shadow of doubt has been easily linked to diseases, could the food itself be blocking the positive thought from producing a chemical in your body? I'm going to let you sit on that shit. Appreciate y'all. Stay on standby, man. Subscribe, share with a friend, hit the notification button. And I get at you soon. All right? Peace.